What is going on? Welcome back to the channel. So today I want to talk to you about ProText Mobility, ticker is TXTM. I love giving you updates on ProText and today is no different. So there is a very good development that did come forward today. I want to explain what that is, what that means for us as investors, and just some general updates on why ProText is how it is and where it might be going in the short term. Before I get into any of that, making sure you guys hit that thumbs up and subscribe is always greatly appreciated. With that, let's get right to it. So looking at this chart and given the fear out in the market, this is probably one of the best stocks, not necessarily just OTC, but broader stocks that has a very good hedge against inflation. ProText had just said F you, given the market the middle finger, and just goes up. Is very interesting to see, but I absolutely love it. So today is no different, like I said, up almost 21%, largely because of this being considered now pink current. So that is one of the biggest things for a over-the-counter stock. That basically means that as far as financials and everything is up to date, and generally speaking, they are as transparent as they can. So that's definitely going to be a very big thing. Also considering that ProText does want to go onto the NASDAQ, so this is a very good first step in the bigger picture. And at the end of the day, I think if you do take a step back, there's Dr. J, Dylan as well. A lot of the big management members of ProText have all kind of said all these big claims, and as of right now, everything is coming true. So I think this is why I've really stressed this in the past. This over-the-counter stock isn't what a typical over-the-counter stock does. Just plain and simple. Especially if you have no experience in any over-the-counter stocks, definitely you don't get this. This company is very abnormal and it is going to be very much destined for the NASDAQ, and it's going to do a hell of a lot of good things. As I've always said, based on its price point, it is a lot more advantageous to supply North America from cannabis, obviously from Africa, versus even what North American distributors can do. So they have that advantage, and this article that was posted by Wolf of OTC does go over that exact same thing on basically how it is advantageous for a lot of African kind of cannabis companies to supply North America, which it worked out to be in 2019, 37 billion. So let me know your thoughts on that in the comments below. But when it comes to it though, everything, like I said, is coming forward. So generally speaking, once there is a little bit more dependency on cannabis going forward, whether there be legalization in the States or whatever it might be, I think this is where definitely ProText is just going to skyrocket. So I think we've just touched at the tip of the iceberg, and plain and simple, I think a lot of this is attributed to the work ethic of the management team of ProText. And I really like how they handle their haters. And it's kind of funny. They basically just give them the middle finger and just say F you. So this was posted by Dr. J, says, oh, and on a funny side, dealing with the haters and bashers, they love these issues. So I think definitely shows that the management team is legitimate, and I think that's the biggest takeaway from everything. And like I said, just looking at this chart, you cannot have anything negative to say about this, no matter what. Any stock that is currently up 717.86% year to date, that is just, I don't think there's any negatives that could be said about this. So going back to this, it's funny that there is any bashers out there. So, but on a side note though, I'm not a financial advisor. Do your own due diligence at the end of the day. When it comes to it though, I always like to give you an update as far as shorts, because I do feel that they play a very big part in the bigger picture for OTC stocks, and it's been no different. So in September, they kind of piggybacking off of the broader market fear, but despite that though, like I said, we've just been giving them the middle finger and we've been going up. So in the end though, they're definitely going to lose a lot of money. And funny enough, looking at the actual volume right now, our volume is exactly what the average is right now. So 86.6 million and 86.2 is the average. So definitely when there is a little bit more volume into any OTC stock, it kind of decentivizes the shorts getting in. So I think it all goes hand in hand with everything. So this is why bigger picture, ProText is going to do a lot of good things, especially more so based on their costs as well. Like I've said on many other updates, this stock definitely is very interesting in the bigger picture, even more so on my very first video before this, any of this even blew up. And looking at all these videos. So I do have two channels, my main channel, which is Financial Journey, and the secondary one, which I just created for any over-the-counter stock. So if you do have any other over-the-counter stock that you're looking for a little bit more advice on or whatever it might be, let me know in the comments below. But back in July 27th, 2021, as you can see, TXTM pink current and also possible merger news. It's funny, way back when, this is exactly what came forward. So a year later, give or take around that, we have developed ninefold. So I think right now this is going to be a very big company. Even back then, it caught my interest. There was clearly some hints about some possible big mergers coming, and who knew that RSA was going to come to ProText's saving grace in the grand scheme of things. Let me know your thoughts on that, but right now, even looking at the chart, it is very, very exciting. And when it comes down to ProText, we are at roughly about 1.5 cents, but this is just, like I said, we can go up so much more based on all of this. So I think right now, given the circumstances, we might have a little bit more resistance at the physical 1.5 cent mark. That's just more of a psychological level. So I think that there's going to be a little bit more profit taking at that stage. So it might consolidate a little bit around to this range exactly. But from there though, we should trend higher. This is very natural stuff. Although it is very sexy for stocks just to go completely right up. 9 times out of 10 though, that's very damaging for this. What we are currently going on is what I absolutely love to see on the technicals. Everything is nice and natural, step laddered if you want to call it that. And when you look at this chart, you would not consider that we are technically in a recession whatsoever, or even possibly on a impending doom of a 2008 or possibly even worse recession. So I think right now ProText is going to be one of those stocks that a lot of people should gravitate towards, and even at these levels still be accumulating, because years from now we're going to be wishing that we bought more at these levels. So let me know your thoughts on that. Like I always say though, these videos are for entertainment purposes only, nothing other than that. Our size currently at 72, so a little bit high in reality. Stochastic is at 77, but you do have that deviation, black line above the red, showing a bullish sentiment is starting to form. Momentum number, retail investors is getting in today, which is a very big sign. So generally speaking, I think there's going to be a lot of fun times coming for ProText. So let me know your thoughts on all of this in the comments below. If you haven't already, hit that thumbs up and subscribe is always greatly appreciated. If you do like my channel and support the growth, take a look at my memberships, link in the description below, or just hit the join button at the bottom of the screen. With that, I appreciate you guys watching. Let's all make a lot of money on ProText.